Hi there, in this video I want to introduce you to the Posterior strip holder made by TourVM, and we actually helped to design this with TourVM to improve on some existing offerings to hopefully make a device that's really helpful for getting between teeth, removing cement, but also orthodontic IPR, where we see a real good use for this. So the holder, it just holds any metal strip, that could be plastic, IPR strip or polishing strips. It holds it tight between these two parts of the device, and then you can use this screw to loosen or to tighten it. So you can have it really quite taut, and that's particularly helpful for removing cement, separating teeth, or starting your IPR procedure. So you then can just hold that like this and saw your way through if you've got a tight contact to get yourself going, okay? Now the nice thing about the device is you can also put some pressure on and squeeze here to get a bit of a curve on the band, and you can make that easier just by loosening off this screw. So with a bit of curve on it, what you can do, and anyone who does IPR knows this, is you don't always want to have it really rigid flat, because you'll end up with an unsympathetic polish or contour. So you can press those in, get a bit of a curve like you would with holding a polishing strip, and you can get a much nicer shape on the polish that you're trying to produce. So I'll just show you how to load it now, but you could use all sorts of bands on it. You could use plastic polishing strips, your favorite IPR strips, or what we've just started to sell, brand new product, are these metal sawing strips. So we know that people like to use these particularly for breaking and separating teeth. So these are saw patterned all the way along. So just take any strip that you like. 4mm fits particularly well in width, which is what most of the strips are, but you could fit shorter in as well, or slightly thicker. So just cut it to a short section so that it's going to fit in the strip holder. Okay, and then you can remove the old band by just putting a couple of twists on here and here of this little screwdriver that is sold with the kit. That can then pop out. Get your band, and you can feed that between. If you think about this, you could have a few of them ready before your IPR appointment with your favorite strips in, and then you can just change them, and autoclave the strip holder, so you're not throwing away, and it's much more economical that way. So then we can tighten this up just to hold the strip to the separating device. 1, 2. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and just tighten that screw up that way, so that the band is held really nice and tight between the two prongs. Okay, at that point we can then get it in between the teeth, work our way through and do our IPR, and we could then loosen off the back screw just a little bit, give it a bend with our fingers, and with a real sympathetic then we can create a nice curved contour, the space that we desire. Now you could, if you have a double-sided strip, you could then go ahead and strip the other side, or you could take out and reload, or you could have another one available. So that's the system. Basically you've got your screwdriver to relieve and put in any strip that you want, so it's incredibly versatile, and in a lovely holder which you can adjust the tension on, so you can put some curve on. All this bit's autoclavable, so it can be used many times, and it should be really economic to use therefore.